This is Shane, Hurricane Helms, inviting you to watch Rasslin Rage. That's Rasslin, Rasslin, Rage, every Friday night, 8 p.m. on YouTube.com. And if not, what's up with that?
Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. Scream it out loud. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. Who's going down? This is Rasslin Rage. We'll do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. Scream it out loud. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. Scream it out loud. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade.
And now, Rasslin Rage with your host, Cody Fleming.
Boom. Yeah, I'm live. I wasn't supposed to be live, but I'm live. And the reason why I'm live, because I'm my own worst critic. I wasn't happy with the product that I made earlier, and it was getting too close, and I was like, screw it, I'm just going to go live. And so here we are. I'm live. Hello, and welcome to Rasslin Rage. Yes, sir. So, another episode, Rasslin Rage. I'm your host, Cody. I am live tonight. It says on there I'm not live because that's when I wrote it. I wasn't live, but I am live. Oh, did I say that already? I forgot. I'm live. Okay, so anyways, I am going to be heading down to Detroit sometime tonight. Yeah, I'm way behind. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to be heading to Detroit, but the reason why I'm going to be heading down that way is because my instructors, the Weir family, they're going to be testing for 4th degree black belt. If you do not know what that means they are testing for the master level in Tang Soo Do. So big congratulations, good luck, and all that good stuff to them down there. And, probably like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, send some prayers and energy and all that good stuff down to Lincoln Park for them, and I'm going to be down there for them and helping them out, what they call the pit crew, so I'll be their pit crew, so I'll be like Earnhardt's pit crew guy, right? So awesome stuff. So good stuff, and it's going to be a great time. So I have a really cool video tonight to show you guys. It's I was going to show it in the recorded version of the show, but it's not recorded. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Beals? Hello there, Red Wing fan. Hello, Miss Rebecca. Hello, PKSA. I have a really cool video to show you guys. So there's, some of you guys that are in the chat room were there, and some of you weren't. But before I had an interview with Blake before his big match with Justin Maine on Saturday at the Blue Water Championship Wrestling Show at the American Legion Post 8 in downtown Port Huron, and it was interesting to say the least. Blake really surprised me. I don't even know how to explain it. It was something I hadn't seen in Blake before. So anyways, before the interview takes place, there's an interaction that happens between him and Justin Maine and somebody else. So we're going to show that in a little bit. But before we do that, make sure that you do check out that interview if you haven't already with Blake. Real good interview. So like I said, it caught me off guard there for a minute. Also up there is his match with Justin Maine, so you can take a look at that as well. I'm just taking a look at this. The Ragers are here. Yes, that's for sure. Hello, Lillian. So also with interviews, I recently interviewed Death Threat Army member Jack Price. So if you haven't checked that out, that's up on the r2youtube.com as well. You can check it out. And what was really cool about the interview, we just sat down and talked, and it was through the internet or what have you, But one of the cool things we got to talk about was his transition from a XICW Proving Ground rookie into a Proving Ground veteran, because he is a veteran for season 6 of Proving Ground. So we talked about that. Definitely want to check that out. And then also, you guys are going to want to be on the lookout because I've already recorded the interview. I just got to do the editing. But be on the lookout for an interview with Shogun Jackson Stone. Yeah, you heard that right. Shogun Jackson Stone. Okay, great interview. Really nice guy, by the way. I really like this dude. I really think he's going to be one of those guys. You know, he's going to be one of those guys. He's got a real good thing going. So he is the XICW Proving Ground champion. He's really exciting, and I really enjoyed sitting down with him. And he has a match coming up with Ring of Honor's Shane Taylor at I think it's Mega Championship Wrestling down in Ohio, and we kind of talked about that, and you know how he got to that point, and he took a trip down to Hawaii. He was on a show in Hawaii, and we talked about that too. So you guys are going to want to definitely check that out when I get that uploaded. Don't forget to scroll down in the description and in the chat there. It should come up a couple times in there. But you know, in the description there's a donation link, and you can click that donation link and donate to the show. $1, $5, whatever. All that money goes right into the show. You know, whatever I may need to do for the show, that's what I use the money for. Those nice little ads you see, not ads, but in between transitions and all that stuff costs money. But anyways, no big deal. I don't expect it, but if it happens, it happens, and I appreciate it either way. Also, when you click that the donation link, there's a merch store too. It's like a tab, and you can click this, and then there's a merch store up there. You click that, you can get those limited edition Rasslin Rage T-shirts. All right, limited edition. You seen one the other night. It was what? It was 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago when Mr. Weir was on, and Mr. Weir had that T-shirt on. So definitely want to check that out. But those aren't the only T-shirts we have. We also have T-shirts on ProWrestlingTees.com/WrestlingRage. So check this out. Rasslin Rage T-shirts are available on ProWrestlingTees.com/WrestlingRage. Just click the link in the description to visit our store on Pro Wrestling Tees website. Every shirt is 100% cotton and available in sizes up to 5X. Show your love for Rasslin Rage and get yours today. Yeah, that's pretty cool stuff. You can go over there and get one of those. And if you go over there and you check that out, there's a new T-shirt up there too. Also, you can go down there into the description and you click on the link for WWEshop.com or Highspots.com. But you have to go into that description and click that link. You click those links, you buy something on WWEshop.com. Maybe you want to buy a kid's belt. Rebecca, looking at you. Maybe your kids want a belt, right? You go there, click that link, boom. Right? You get your kid a belt, ship right to your house. Rasslin Rage gets a real small commission on that sale. T-shirts. You want to buy T-shirts? Click WWEshop.com. You want to get a new Braun Strowman T-shirt, whatever. Bam, there it is, okay? Same thing with Highspots. You need gear. Maybe you want to buy your kids a wrestling ring. Rebecca, looking at you again. No, I'm just joking. Anyways, Rasslin Rage also has a Facebook and Twitter at Rasslin Rage. Both of those at Rasslin Rage. And we're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're everywhere. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Smash the thumbs up button. Smash the thumbs up button. Very good. Also, yeah, we're on there. What was I going to say? WrestlingRage.com. That's it. That's where we're at. That's the website. That thing, right? Okay, so instead of Collector's Corner, I'm going to show this video that took place. It was like just before the interview with Blake, right? So we're going to where is it at here? Here it is. Okay, so let's check this out. Can you see us?
Yeah, you guys are good.
All right. Are you recording?
Yeah.
Oh, you got that on tape, huh?
Okay, no.
Cut scenes with Cody.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Right.
I'm gonna try not to sound like Malcolm in the small show. I gotta change up my voice. Hey guys. Hey guys.
All right, we ready?
No.
Got it?
Actually, I don't want
Heels. Got it?
All right. Video. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I do know that. There was a hard. I couldn't. I did.
Did you know that? Did you know that?
Did I know what?
That I was in the main event.
He's in the main event.
I love your shirt.
I know that he's in the main event. He is the main event.
Okay, here's the thing. His name is Main, and he's in the main event because
No. He is the main event.
Here's the thing.
legitimately.
Hey!
Like, he legitimately is.
Hey!
Like,
Ain't nobody talking to you.
Not only
You're
talking
You're
about
recording this, right? Are you recording
We are
this?
talking about you. We're not talking to you. This is an A and B conversation. See your way out. No! No!
This is all
Damn.
being recorded, by the way. All right.
I was going to tell you that that's my favorite wrestler, but I'm not going to anymore.
Oh, that's okay, because that's my favorite wrestler.
Why? He about to lose in the main event.
No.
No, she was putting Justin. Can somebody wake Blake up? I think he's sleeping.
I think everybody else is sleeping on Blake, like except Mom right there. Other than that,
Okay, here we
except
go.
my mom, everybody's sleeping on me.
All right.
Y'all need to chill.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
That's cool.
Ready? Okay, we're almost ready. Now we're ready.
You ready? Because you definitely said ready before I was ready. I figured, are you ready now?
Yeah, I'm ready. Are you ready?
Okay. No,
All right, good.
no, I'm not ready. Hold on. You know what? These glasses ain't helping. They're not helping. Okay.
You're a superstar. He's
Okay.
a superstar now.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Oh shit, my collarbone. Hold on. All right, go ahead. You ready?
Yes.
All right, let me take my hat off. I just dyed my hair. So here, I'll show it.
All right. Blue Water Championship Wrestling. I'm here with Blake.
Mr. Fitness Slim Trim is the supreme ultimate athlete is here to say tune in Friday nights 8 p.m. on YouTube. Rasslin Rage with Cody. Don't miss it. Twinkie Power.
I so need a producer. All right. So, anyways, as you guys seen, we're into the indies now. So, Blue Water Championship Wrestling held their event at the American Legion Post 8. And we all, I had that interview with Blake. So, if you haven't checked that out, please do. Blake took on Justin Maine. I have to say this was the best I've seen out of Blake. And he hung with Maine. And I'll tell you what, looking at Maine after, Maine was tired. He had his work cut out for him. And it wasn't easy. But, Maine did retain his title, but I'll tell you what, Blake probably earned a lot of people's respect, including my own. Yeah, and he definitely earned mine, and he's hungry. And if he stays hungry like that, he's going to stay on top. He's going to be on top, and you better watch out for Blake. He's kicking some butt and taking names right now, so watch out for that. And what I think was the best match of the night, okay? Best match of the night here. I mean, don't get me wrong, Blake, Justin Maine, great match. But weaponized Alex Weir and MM3 blew the freaking doors off that place. My mouth hit the floor for 90% of that match and stayed there for 90% of the match. I cannot say enough about this match, and that's not even because, I know both these guys, and I'm going to tell you right now, I've said it 100 times, and I'll say it 100 times more. That match is the reason why I watch professional wrestling. That type of match right there, and I'll tell you why. There was a story being told in that ring without words. There was a story being told, and everybody that was there hung on for every bit of it. There, the oohs, the ahs, I am telling you right now, it was amazing. And there's only 2 words to describe a match like that. One of them I can't say because I'll have to put $1 in there, but it starts with an F and ends with an ING and then amazing. Okay, because that's exactly what that match was. There's not much more I can say, because when you walk away from a match like that, you become emotionally invested. Well, no matter if you know the people involved in that ring or not, everybody in that American Legion was emotionally invested in that match, and by the end of the match, they just did not know what to think. Because they were clapping for everybody, but then the story continued. And then we had Mama Weir and MM3 have a few words, and then next thing you know, she's in the back. And, you know, I feel sorry for that guy. I really do. And I'll tell you why. Because I'm speaking from personal experience, ladies and gentlemen. And there's a lot of people out there that are watching right now that know this story. But I'll tell it again. I forget what belt level I was, but, you know, Mrs. Weir, Mama Weir, she's teaching a class, private self-defense, women's self-defense class for a woman that worked in housing thing, you know, where there was people that lived in the house, like former addicts and things like that. But anyways, she's teaching this, and they're going through a scenario of where this girl had this guy had got on top of her, mounted her, and she couldn't get off. And Mrs. Weir was showing her how to get off, how to get that person off there. And she threw me. I was the dummy, and Mrs. Weir threw me across the room very, very far, and I'm no little dude. I will put that way, but I have to be at least twice her size. At least twice her size. So, MM3, have fun with that, sir. So, moving on, next here. Oh, yeah, that match will be coming to the YouTube channel, so check for that later. Kid Bullet faced CrossFit Rob. So, I got to say, I believe CrossFit, you know, took the loss on that, but Kid Bullet seems to be trying to establish himself as a key player on the Blue Water Championship Wrestling roster because, you know, Rob's been around for a while. Rob's been with Blue Water for quite some time. So then that's the guy you want to get in with right there. You know, him and Deuce and, you know, guys like that. So look for him in the future. Mr. Fitness, Chuck Whedon, and let's see, Big Chuck Wagon. They were in the Chuck Wagon Body Slam Challenge. Now, I'm not exactly sure what happened with this match. I didn't know what was like. I was a little confused. I didn't know if the two were supposed to go against each other or all three of them were supposed to go against each other. I don't know. I was a little confused with this match. However, Big Chuck won. Big Chuck won his own Body Slam Challenge. Pretty sweet. And then lastly, the tag team Roach faced off against Jet Rebel and Ken Urban, who are the replacements for 5MW, who's running scared from Roach. That's what's happening. You know, right? Just so everybody knows, that's exactly what happened. I'm gonna go back to the chat here, see what's going on here. Yes, they did beautiful work, ladies and gentlemen. They did. BWCW rules. I would agree with that statement. Awesome smack talk. Yeah, that was some great stuff, wasn't it? I was scared from M3 too. I really was. So yeah, but so I definitely think that that's what's going on there. But we never did end up finding out what's going on with James Alexander's partner either, because Roach was there, but we didn't see him. So hopefully we find out what's going on with that pretty soon as well. Tickets for BWCW's next event is on sale, or are already on sale. Their event takes place on March 3rd, and they had some tickets available. You know, I guess you call them pre-sale tickets, but at the last show, and they went out quick. And because with the announcement of Gilbert coming into town, people are wanting to get on there and check that out. So BWCWstars.com. And PKSA got messages and PKSA Port Huron. So get your tickets now as they're going fast with that announcement. Hey, you know, Gilbert's not my guy, but hey, it is what it is. You go to that show and watch Gilbert. And, you know, I'm not going to tell you to go steal money from your mom, but, you know, only if you want to donate, though. Anyways, February 8th, Horror Slam, which is going on right now. It's going on right now. So our boys there, Death Threat Army, are in a fatal three-way match there. So you want to check that out against Lotus and the Dirty. I don't know if that's for the titles or not, but I'm sure we're gonna find out later. Nolan Edwards is the one that's in the fatal three-way with Dread King Logan and MM3. So there's that guy again. But that's tonight. That's taking place right now, matter of fact, in Rocky's Pub in Riverview. February 16th, Clash Wrestling returns to Taylor, Michigan for Seize the Day 7. Tickets for the show are $12 a piece. You can also get the 4-pack for $40. Tickets are available on their website. ClashWrestling.com is where you can get them. And Michigan Independent Tag Team Talents Lotus will be there along with James Alexander and Justin Main. Also on the 16th, DSW, also known as Detroit Style Wrestling, welcomes WWE legend Tanaka. This is DSW's 10th anniversary show, so that's pretty cool there for them guys. Congratulations. On the show, they have Mongo, DBA, Alex Sky, Miss Hannah, and of course the legend Tanaka. With that, that's going to be a good show, so check that out. Front row tickets are only $15, with second row only being 10. So, also make sure you get your tickets in advance because they go up the day of. On the 23rd of February, BWCW Outlawed goes down in Wyandotte, Michigan. And recently, listen, man, here you go. You're going to hear it again. I interviewed Blake, right? Interviewed Blake. Did you know Blake was in the main event? But anyways, I interviewed Blake. And he is now going to be on this BCWA Outlaw show. Now, I'm not saying I'm responsible for that. Not that's what I meant, but he's on that show. Pretty cool, right? So heavyweight champion Justin Maine is there as well. So make sure you check it out. Tickets are $10 online and $13 at the door. Now, tickets went on sale today for Legends of Wrestling. Legends of Wrestling is going to happen at the Fraser Ice Arena in Fraser, Michigan on April 20th. Bret Hart and Ric Flair are going to be there with a few others like Tito Santana and, Mr. Anderson and the Nasty Boys. There's a few others too that's going to be there. So definitely check that out. $295 for the VIP meet and greet, and that gets you the ticket to the show, the wrestling show, the meet and greet. Mr. Craig, how's it going, buddy? That gets you autograph of all of them. And then it also gets you the free Del Taco and the Q&A. Yeah, you get Q&A. So you can get tickets for that at lowdetroit.com. Now, you don't have to do the VIP meet and greet. You can just go to the wrestling show if you want. So good stuff there. Now, that's really all I got for Indies this week. Now we're going to get into All the Rage. That's where we talk about all the cool wrestling news. Now, it's going to be a little bit of a short bit of news tonight because I got to get on the road. I'm probably getting yelled at by people right now. Yep, I'm getting yelled at. All right, so here we go. All the Rage. All right, so I don't know most of you, but I'm pretty excited because AEW is coming in, and we got a lot of stuff going on. But big news out of AEW. We now know where Mr. Weir's favorite wrestler is going. That's right, Kenny Omega has signed officially with AEW. I think we all saw this coming. I think we really did. But not only is he signed as a full-time wrestler, but he is also the executive vice president. So that's pretty awesome, right? So, cool news. And now we're teasing for a rematch of Jericho and Kenny Omega at Double or Nothing. What did I say? What do I think about this? I think that's amazing because we've all been saying it that they need to hit it out of the park. They need to have something big. And I think that a Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho rematch is big. I think it's huge. And I think that's what's going to hit it out of the park for them. That's the one thing. I still haven't heard anything about TV. If any of you guys heard anything about TV, I heard rumors. I have dirt sheet, nothing confirmed. We also got the announcement that they've partnered with AAA, Lucha Libre out of Mexico, which, hey, that means that we're probably going to get a lot of partnership with talent, sort of like with Impact and Pro Wrestling Noah out of Japan and stuff like that, or Lucha Underground and Impact. So that's pretty cool. And I mean, we got names that are being announced as coming in, like Pentagon Jr., Phoenix, Sammy Guevara, Sonny Kiss, Nyla Rose, Johnny Havoc. I mean, those are some pretty big names, and it looks like we're getting a build of a decent tag division as well as a okay women's division so far. And I don't really see a lot of big guys. You don't see the Brock Lesnar's, the Drew McIntyre's and Braun Strowman's. You don't see those huge dudes like that. You see a lot of cruiserweights. I mean, I guess Cody, but Cody's still not that huge. So it could make for an interesting time. I think it's a great time to be a wrestling fan because there's just so many options. It's a good thing. I definitely think. Now, I see a lot of stuff online right now because with doing this show, you got to kind of have an online presence and going online and on the forums and all these things. I see a lot of people talking like, oh, they're not going to be able to compete with WWE, blah 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 blah. Well, why should they compete with WWE? How are they going to compete with WWE after one show? I mean, come on, let's be honest here. I mean, WWE's been around for a long time, and it's a multi-generational company, right? It didn't start with Vince Jr., it actually didn't it start with Senior's dad? Senior's dad, not Junior's dad. I mean, we're talking about 3 generations of wrestling right there. And then even WCW didn't compete with WWE right away. WCW took years before it was on, those Monday where they were on the same level for Monday Night Wars. And even then the production value wasn't the same. Everybody knows that. I mean, the production value on WWE was much better than it was for WCW. And, during the Monday Night Wars, there was a good product and a lot of good things happening, but it eventually went away because they didn't do it right, obviously. Let's go to the chat here real quick. And my phone's going off. I'm going to the chat. What do we got here? Let's see. What about Randy Orton? Now, so with the whole thing with Randy Orton, there's people are saying that, listen, to my understanding, all he said was that he's open to talk to them. That's from my understanding. There's no contracts been offered. There's dirt sheets out there throwing it out that they offered him contracts and this, that, and the other. And everything I'm seeing is saying, no, there's no contract. It's just he's open to talk to him. That's it. And I don't even know when his contract with WWE's up. So that's something I'd have to research and look into a little bit more. Let's see here. Maybe Fox dropped SmackDown and put AEW. Yeah, I don't know about that. If you look at it from an investment standpoint and when you talk about a corporation, okay, so what's Fox in business for? To make money. Right? That's what every business is for. Who are they going to make money with? WWE. Right now, WWE has a proven product. AEW has only done, technically, if you want to be real technical, has only produced and done, AEW's only done one show. And that technically wasn't even really AEW. So, I mean, when you're trying to sell something to somebody to say, hey, look, put me on and you can sell advertisements during my show or, whatever. AEW doesn't have the product yet to do that. If you ask me, not for something like Fox, not yet. Could it happen? Absolutely. Absolutely. It could happen. I just don't see it happening yet. I think it's going to take time before we get to that point. But that's another thing. Like everybody that's saying it's online is, they're going to compete with WWE. They could, but it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be one pay-per-view and all of a sudden they're, $1 billion company. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. It takes time. And maybe who's to say they even want to go to that level, right? Who's to say they even want to do that? Why not just be good at what you do, right? Be good at what you do. And if that's, 10,000 seat arenas twice a year, do it. Do some small TV, dark matches, whatever. Just do it. Why not? There's a market there for it. ROH, right? MLW. There's a market for it. Do it. Evolve. Let's see. What else we got here? I see. Yeah, we do need to change. SmackDown, once again, had record lows, and they are still failing. Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Who knows? I don't want to ride that train. I don't want to ride that negative train. I'll be honest. The only reason why I watch WWE right now is for the women. I mean, and I don't even watch the whole show. I watch the women interaction, and I'm done. Becky Lynch. That's why I'm watching. That's the only reason why I've tuned in the past couple of weeks is to see what's going on with Becky Lynch, and that's the honest to God truth. So we've talked about it. WWE, right? So WWE did the halftime heat during the Super Bowl. I have no idea what that was. Something just ding donged. Don't know what it was. But anyways, ding dong. They did halftime heat. They had it was a 3-man tag match, right? So you had Velveteen Dream and who'd you have? Velveteen Dream, Aleister Black, and who was the other one? There was another, I can't think of it off the top of my head right now, but then you have Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, and Ciampa, right? And it was a great match. It was an awesome match. I really enjoyed it. And it was I think it was probably way better than the halftime show for the Super Bowl, personally. I watched the whole thing, and they got 1.2 million live viewers between all the platforms that they were on, which is cool. And I'm sure it's only going to go up because people are with time. So that's going to be sweet. They should do like TNA when they started and have fair priced monthly, bi-monthly pay-per-views. I don't know, man. Bi-monthly? That's what, so you're spending $20 a month? I don't know. It's a little bit to me. Let's see here. Halftime heat was better than the Super Bowl. Great. They was. I mean, you know what though? You're from Pennsylvania, so you know Smash Mouth football, and that's what that was. That was Smash Mouth football. That was exactly what that was. So NWA has announced the return of some of their legends for the upcoming Crockett Cup that's going to take place April 27th in Concord, North Carolina. The Midnight Express, which consists of Stan Lee, Dennis Condrey, and Bobby Eaton, Jim Cornette, Magnum TA, the Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, and Nikita Koloff. So that's going to be cool. I wonder if they're going to, that's all that was available at the time for the article. I wonder if they're going to have like a little legend section where they're going to be able to do autographs and stuff, because that'd be pretty cool. Corny, Magnum, Rock and Roll Express, Nikita, and the Midnight Express. Hell yeah. That'd be sweet. Undertaker, by the way. Undertaker. He's available for bookings, but he's not working, obviously, but $25,000. Yeah. Lots of money there. I can't afford that. So if you want to do that, go ahead and do that. Holy smokes, that's expensive. Impact is using its social media, which is cool because a lot of these organizations are doing that now. But they're using it to create a little bit of buzz for their upcoming pay-per-view called United We Stand on April 4th. They tweeted that a former world champion will return. Who could it be? I don't know. Could it be Austin Aries? Could it be James Storm? Could it be Nick Aldis? Who could it be? We don't know. Who do you think it is? But they're returning. They need to get something going because they're fuddy-duddy out. That's for sure. Lastly, before legit wrestling questions, I just want to talk about some pay-per-views here for a minute. And we're not going to get into like each match of a pay-per-view, but we got an upcoming pay-per-view, Elimination Chamber. And then after that, I believe we have Fastlane. And then we go into WrestleMania. I'm not a big fan of these pay-per-views, specifically these two, because we have Royal Rumble, and then the Elimination Chamber, and then Fastlane. And we just had a Royal Rumble to basically determine who gets the main event match for a title at WrestleMania, right? So now we have announcements of matches for the title at other pay-per-views, which kind of takes away for the build to WrestleMania, which is your biggest show of the year, right? So I don't know, like it just doesn't really make sense to me anymore. In Elimination Chamber, and I get it, they're gonna give out, or not give out, they're gonna have a tournament for the women tag titles in the Elimination Chamber, which is a historic event on itself, but I'm not sure it should take place in the Elimination Chamber anyways. I mean, it sounds cool, but dude, I mean, Elimination Chamber, it should just be nothing. It shouldn't be there should be no, if there's going to be an Elimination Chamber match, that's what it should be. It should be an Elimination Chamber match. There shouldn't be the women's title on the line for something, and there shouldn't be the men's title on the line for something. It just, I don't know. It just takes away from WrestleMania. WrestleMania isn't what it used to be. It's not this big ordeal. Yeah, it's cool. We watch it. We have fun. But it's not like when we were kids and like you were talking about it for months. And They need to lose one of these two. They could have just one and be fine. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I could see that. But Fastlane's this. I don't know. I just don't think we need those types of matches on a pay-per-view. That's my opinion piece there on that one. I'm just saying, well, why even have a Rumble to determine who to have in WrestleMania if you're going to have more championship matches in between, especially two, right? I don't know, just stupid. All right, so I know it's kind of a short episode, but now we're going to go into legit wrestling questions. Let's do this. Legit wrestling questions. And we're back. Let's see, what's Craig say here? Craig says, I couldn't agree with you more, Cody. They should do away with those two and go right to Mania. So, yeah, and that's where I feel. And they could get away with one, like Mr. Weir said. They definitely could. But I would rather see none. I'd rather see less pay-per-views, and I'd rather see less pay-per-views. Let's just keep it at that. We'll just do that. Less pay-per-views, because you got so much exposure with 2 TV shows already. It's just I'm a little over. Plus all the other wrestling, it's a little too much. Your favorite interview so far? Oh man, my favorite interview so far, huh? It's gonna be Ron Simmons, even though I got schooled, but it's gonna be Ron Simmons because I'll tell you what, he didn't even want to. Funny story, he didn't even want to do the interview. He didn't in the beginning because he thought I was going to have him shoot, and I didn't. And then afterwards, he was okay with it, and he was cool. But it was still my favorite because I got to sit down with 2 living legends, man. I mean, the first ever, right? The first ever. Nobody can ever take that away from you, and then that's amazing. So far, right now, it's going to be that. Until then, I don't know. But I enjoy every interview so far. I learned something new about somebody. I learned something new about every one of them. Like you just kind of know them, like with El Ridiculoso. But like personally, I didn't know what I know about him now, and I have a whole lot more respect for him. Same thing with Blake. Blake, I seen a side of Blake in that interview, and then later on in that match that I've never seen before, and I'm impressed. So good stuff. Yeah, definitely. Let's see here. Who can beat Justin Maine in BWCW? Who can beat Maine? Ooh, who can? Who can beat Maine? I don't know right now. I don't know if we have anybody that is in contention, really. Maybe Sean Casey. That's really all that I'm see. Maybe Cody Hawk. Who else is there? Who else is out there that is, not a tag team that's gonna be on a single? I don't see too many other people on the single circuit in the BWCW. We got to get some more guys in there to see. I think they're all running scared. That could be it. All right, guys. Well, it looks like we're getting close to the end. Mr. Worth, nice seeing you, sir. Nice to see you. So make sure you scroll down in the description and get yourself you go to the prowrestlingtees.com/Rasslin Rage. Get yourself Pro Wrestling Tees shirt. There's a new one up there. So even if you don't go buy one, at least go there and check it out. It's pretty cool. And then also don't forget you can go to the merch store and get the limited edition one, and the links there for WWEshop.com. What does this say? Cut and run with Raw and SmackDown back to 1 hour and a half. Excitement, no beat. Man, people won't leave me alone. Gotcha. All right, so yeah, there's all that. So everybody, make sure you wish Mr. Weir, Weaponized Alex Weir, Miss Taylor Weir, make sure you wish them all a good luck while they're down there tomorrow testing for 4th degree black belt. Make sure you guys do all that. Give this a thumbs up, and we will see you next week for Rasslin Rage right here. I got to talk to some people and get some people in, get some people lined up. Oh, yeah, next week. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, next week we're going to do a special episode. I got some special guest hosts coming in. I forgot. I already had it ready. I got too many things going on. We're going to do it from a location next week. It's going to be sweet. Check it out. All right, guys. You know who I am. We'll catch you next week. Have a good one. Peace. Oh, yeah, I got to do this. All right, we got to do this.
We are the Death Threat Army. Vehicle City Villain Aaron Orion.
Black Diamond Jack Price.
The Wild Child Jody Threat.
And Weaponized Alex Weir. And you're watching Rasslin Rage live on Friday nights at 8 o'clock on YouTube.